Well, I'll be a son of a gun. I think we have some magic going on here. This was only meant to be a son of a gun. I think we have some magic going on here. All right, I'm going to turn down my monitor for me here. The idea was to just test out the camera. I have a couple of cameras. I don't know if you can see me as I mouse around down here, but I got Craig 2 and Craig. One's got some short fin super reds. The other one's got a pile of rocks and some quarries and stuff like that. I'm just going to kind of leave this up. And if anybody stops by, I'd be happy to talk to you. But the idea was to just kind of make sure I knew what I was doing. And yeah, of course, to make sure my hair is just absolutely perfect, right? No, that's about it. So feel free to join, comment, do anything that you would like while I mouse around here and see what other kind of mischief I can get into on the channel. Hey there, Nerf Pro. Thanks for stopping by. How many longfin super reds do you keep in a breeding tank? I think I might have too many. I don't know. I've got a tank downstairs that's probably got 40. It's a 20 long. You know what's really weird about being on this end of the microphone is I feel like, and I gotta aim this so that I'm actually looking at you guys and not at the screen and stuff, but I feel like I've actually, I'm sorry, so it's a 20 long tank, about 40 of them in there. And should I have fewer in there? No, that seems to be fine. I do water changes plenty. So I guess I'm okay that way. Now, the screen you see in front of you, though, these are actually short fins, and that's a 40 breeder. So that's what's going on there. Hey, Sean, so glad you stopped by. I got to be honest, I was just kind of doing a test of the various cameras and stuff, but I'm really glad to see I attracted some attention. I wasn't sure anybody would stop by, to tell you the truth. So I'm really glad that you did. You know, the weird thing about being again at this end of things is I feel like that I don't have to talk to you. It's like if you ask me a question, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go type the answer to these guys. You know, where's my keyboard at? I forget I can talk. And I got to tell you, I think the next step in this whole live streaming thing is when you guys can talk to. Hey, Sharon, thank you for stopping by. Storm Rider stopped by. Oh my gosh, look at everybody. Hey, thanks, folks. As I was telling the others, I just was kind of testing out the cameras and stuff, but really, thank you so much. So yeah, I'll hang in here as long as you guys are inclined to. So the middle piece is a 20 long that has Parallelis and Bosemani quarries. It has, oh, come on, brain, think here, Belamonte plecos and L333s. And I'll tell my Belamonte joke. I swear every time I say Belamonte, it reminds me of like a 50s housewife who says, you know, darling, the Belamontes are coming over this weekend. Be sure to pick up some wine, and you might want to clean up the rumpus room. So obviously that was my great Belamonte impression. So let me see. Oh, Sean, thank you. So Sean acknowledged when I was on Pure Shrimp, and I would love to go back on there again, or even just stop by. But I mean, he's in such a different time zone. I'm not sure how we managed to do that, but I was really glad to do that too. Thanks, Nerf Pro. I've also been wondering, do super red longfins like hardwater or soft? For my research, okay, so here's my opinion, the small fry opinion on all of these bristle nose plecos are a descendant of the 144. The 144 doesn't really exist anymore. And so they've been in tanks since, I want to tell you, the early 60s. And that's why you have every one of these color variations. You know, you've got reds and browns and long fins and short fins. And I've got snow white and all of that sort of thing. They have gotten so acclimated to everything that's out there. I got to tell you, it doesn't much matter. About the only thing that might matter is check with whoever you bought them from, and that's whatever they were used to. But by way of example, I'm in northeastern Ohio, and we have liquid rock here. And I have done everything from magic water, meaning RO water, and very, very soft water. Didn't get me any mileage. I go back to liquid rock. no different. When I say no different mileage, I mean they still spawn, they still seemed happy, they still grew. The one thing I know the best of is Jeremy DeRoos, who actually I'm wearing his shirt today. Jeremy has bred the living world out of these things. He used to make his living doing it. And here's the thing that he will swear by: daily 100% water changes. Now, I don't know anybody in their right mind that can do that other than Jeremy. But as he says, if you do that in 6 to 7 months, you will have adult spawning bristlenose. So that's kind of the thought on that. What do I feed them? I just threw zucchini in downstairs. A lot these days, lots of live baby brine shrimp, and I'm actually going to do a video on baby brine shrimp and why it is so good. And I'm also going to talk about adult brine shrimp and why it is. I'm not going to say it's not good, but it's just not so hot. So. Oh, Nerf Pro. Yeah, water is super hard. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Since you guys decided to show up and hang out with me a little bit today, I'll give you a preview on the baby brine shrimp video. So baby brine shrimp, when it first hatches, has a yolk sac on it like most egg layers do. As day 2, day 3, day 4 goes by, they absorb that yolk sac, and that's where all the nutrition is. The brine shrimp is eating, enjoying and growing off of that yolk sac and all that nutrition that, frankly, you would rather your fish have. So that by the time the brine shrimp is an adult, there's very little nutrition left in it. So, I'm going to probably spend about 8 minutes telling you that and showing you that. So there's your heads up, and thanks for stopping by to, that's your thank you. I'll give you a speed tip on that one. Anybody else got questions? Nope, I don't think so. So I'm trying to learn the ins and outs of this software. What I don't seem to be able to figure out is I can't tell how many people are actually in the stream. Oh, maybe 5. Maybe we have 5 people in here. And I wonder if it's the 2 cameras. Probably is. Yeah, live viewers are 5. So... Sean, that's cool. Once I get the fish shed complete, I'm planning on keeping 3 types of plecos. Green dragons, L46 is the third I'm unsure of. Sean, where do you live? If I might ask. And this is really funny, sort of being in charge of the microphone. I can ask anything I feel like asking. L46s are pretty hard to come by. Do you have, oh, you're in Kentucky. Okay. Do you have your L46s already? Do you have your green dragons already? Hi, Kay. You just got your notification about, I'm sorry, I'm half a step out here. Anyway, Sean, green dragons are almost impossible to come by. Greg Sage and I are pretty good friends, and he thought he was going to have a lot to let go at the end of 2019, and it just did not work out that well. So he's nursing them, he's growing them out. It's not like they're not there. I'm just saying there's not a lot of green dragons to be had. Same thing with 046s. But, I might be able to put you on, well, I shouldn't say that. You can find 46s, they're just expensive, I guess, so. Catfish. Oh my God. Hey, man. Thank you for stopping by. I wanted to test out the equipment. And so I decided to go live and just see if anybody would show up. And look at all you guys in here. Thanks, buddy. Let's see. Who else am I missing in here? I've got to learn to go up and down in my live stream. Oh, thank you, Kay. Now I see what you're saying. You got notification that I was streaming. Yeah, I didn't intend to, sort of push the wrong button. But hey, what the heck, right? So let's see, what else do we have over here? Okay. And Sean, do you have injuries? What's going on there? Hope you're feeling okay, buddy. Catfish, I hope you're doing good. So anyway, as far as 5 people watching, so there's me as one. Where's my finger? The middle camera is on a tank downstairs where I've got the Parallelis, the Bellamontes, and some of the other ones. And then the other camera is on the short fin super reds eating zucchini. That's what that big white glare in there. That's what that is. That's zucchini. So cool. Catfish Terry's here. He's an awesome guy. I hope you guys all introduce yourselves to each other because you are all my friends and you're all so nice to me and you should know each other and be nice to each other, which I'm sure you are. But I'm just saying, easily the nicest people I've met, frankly, in a very, very long time. So I'm not sure. Oh, Sean, so you got a bum ankle. Okay. Storm Riders. Awesome. Hey, man. Yeah, so that'd be another good announcement. I'm having a knee replacement next Monday, the 11th. They're telling me that it's supposed to, well, they're not telling me, they are insisting that it's going to be an outpatient procedure. It's the only way they're allowed to do it. I got to be in the morning, back out in the afternoon with a bunch of physical therapy in between. So I'll, I'll see what it is, how that actually plays out. Okay, what equipment have you got yourself? So the main screen, so I'm going to kind of point, what I'm looking at you all up on here and control everything with is a very old iMac. What I've got in the basement on the main camera is a new iPhone, the one I typically carry in my pocket. The one on the other side was the iPhone I replaced it with. And it turns out the more I look around here, I've got just a herd of telephones laying around, whatever they may be. And a lot of them I've disconnected the service, but you don't actually have to have service to use it with StreamYard. You just need an internet connection. So if you can connect to your home Wi-Fi, you can use these as cameras all over the place. Then the only problem you have is keeping them charged and stuff like that. So that's how I got this thing all wonkered up. Sean, hairline fracture, unloading my racks and installed the meter box. Oh, good. Awesome. Good Lord. Yeah, I used to do electrical work and my degree is in electrical engineering. It doesn't mean I actually know anything about wires. It just means I know about ones and zeros. But hang on, let me get a sip of my beverage here. So yeah, StreamYard, I'm pretty darn impressed with. I may actually go ahead and pay money because then you can load up more cameras and more things and more people, and you get rid of the little duck. Although to be honest, where it says live with StreamYard, I mean, I honestly don't object to the duck. You got to put something up there, right? So, Supreme Gecko, hey man. Like I've been telling everybody, I didn't intend to do this. It just kind of happened, but there you go. And what's really weird too is over on the side of my computer, I'm seeing all the breaking news and stuff, and it says here the DOJ is dropping charges, and of course I want to make all my political statements that I usually make, and that's not appropriate right here, Craig. So quiet down. Oh, look at that middle screen. I did not. That's a Belamonte Pleco, by the way. I never saw him do wall walking like that before. They are usually down in the rocks. So that's why I thought it'd be fun to have the cameras up here so we can start playing with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I was going to say, Sean, yeah, I'm with you there. The digital ones and zeros, that's probably it, but I hear you. Well, I'm going to stick around a couple more minutes here, and oh, thanks, Supreme. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's going to be the next step is setting up the cameras and stuff like that, because I'm deathly afraid of getting on here and not having anything to talk about. So I want to have an agenda, and be able to look at different tanks and stuff like that. What would be really cool is to be able to actually control the camera, so I can kind of move them back and forth and zoom in and zoom out. Probably asking a little bit too much out of an iPhone, but there you go. So, all right. Well, hey, if nobody else has got any questions, or you guys are kind of done talking to each other, I'm gonna pull a plug on this, and I think I'm gonna try and do this on a weekly basis. Like I say, next Monday I'm doing the knee replacement, so I hate to make a commitment next week, but maybe it's all for the best. Maybe if I just drive a stake in the ground and go, boom, this is when I'm going to do it. It'll drive me toward it as well. So, all right, I think that's going to do it. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you showing up for my first unscheduled live stream. Yep, exactly, Supreme. Keep me busy with some questions next time I go live. All right. Thanks, everybody. Catch you later.